It started with me overhearing a conversation with an individual, and with the limited amount of Spanish that I knew at the time, I was able to determine that they were talking about narcotics, large-scale narcotics and some other things, and I just approached the individual in the parking lot afterward, and that was in 2009. And eventually, from that, that was the foundation and building blocks that we built the investigation off of from the very beginning. Started with one confidential informant in Northern Virginia. In 2011, we started making some significant progress as far as identifying the organizational structures and things that we were dealing with. At that point, moving into 2012, we had some very significant intelligence that we were operating off of.
So he catches another gear in this case here. At some point I thought, well, this is going to level off. And I'm not convinced even today that that he's done. So I say that because his energy is still there. He knows this is just a piece of the pot, a large drug trafficking organization that he has been a part of taking down.
The organization at times was supplying and moving 20,000 kilograms of cocaine a month. Found its way to almost every state in the continental United States. These organizations are extremely violent. I guess if you would qualify them here in the United States, they're mass murderers. And along the way during this investigation, unfortunately, some people lost their life. And that is extremely regrettable. And I think about that a lot. It was an honor and a privilege for me to have the ability to work this case, because the state police went after and swung the bat at some of the highest level traffickers in the world. And they took a very out-of-the-box approach and allowed a special agent from the Virginia State Police to go all over the world to get the evidence necessary to, in turn, then bring these individuals to justice and stop the flow of cocaine into the United States. And we ultimately prosecuted them in the United States Federal Court in the Eastern District of Virginia. I was in a debriefing and a proffer with one of the individuals, and during that proffer, he confessed to 78 homicides. It was like we were just talking about what he had for lunch the other day. And it was 78 homicides, and at least now we know that he's not committing, violent, indiscriminate crime on people in Central America and in Honduras anymore, because he's custody of the United States Federal Bureau of Prisons. And at least we put a stop to that, and to the hundreds of thousands of kilograms of cocaine that they were shipping and bringing into the United States, and the impact that has on people's lives, their families, and our community. EJ's
the real deal. He's dedicated. He's has such a tenacity about him, and it just comes easy for him. And it's contagious too, from the standpoint of our younger agents coming into the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. You think about that from a conversation that he overheard and taking down a large drug trafficking organization, 20 indictments, very high risk indictments with regards to these folks. It's just extraordinary.